Okay, let's dive right in. If you look at a world map, you'll see this tiny little strip of water. It's so small, it's actually easy to miss. But believe me, behind the calm surface of this channel lies the invisible network that powers our entire world.
I mean, you can barely spot it between Iran and the Arabian Peninsula. At its narrowest point, it's just 33 kilometers wide. That's it. A single gateway connecting the massive Persian Gulf to the wide-open ocean.
And yet through that tiny gap, 21 million barrels of oil pass every single day. That's a fifth of the entire world's daily supply. To put that in perspective, if you tried to pour that into Olympic swimming pools, you'd fill over 30,000 of them every single day. It's just a mind-boggling number.
And we're not just talking about fuel for your car. This is literally the lifeblood of our interconnected world. It powers our factories, it becomes the plastics in the very room you're in right now, and that's why people call it the throat of the world. Because if it closes, the global economy can't breathe.
So, let's break this down. Why is this specific waterway the single most important choke point for the entire global economy?
The scale here is it's staggering. You've got these massive supertankers. Some are longer than 3 football fields, and they're all navigating these incredibly tight 3-kilometer wide lanes, 24/7. A single wrong move could set off a disaster you can't even predict.
And if you look at the numbers, no other route on the planet even comes close. Not even the famous Strait of Malacca or the Suez Canal. Hormuz handles more volume than both of them combined. It's really in a category all by itself.
So here's the crucial point. For the world's biggest and fastest growing economies, there is no plan B. For places like Japan and South Korea, it's not even a choice. It's what you'd call geographic destiny. Their prosperity, and by extension ours, is completely anchored to this one single strait.
Now, whenever you have that kind of critical economic dependency, you're going to have a constant, high-stakes geopolitical standoff. It's inevitable.
And this visual just nails the core tension. On one side, you've got Iran. They control the entire northern shore, giving them this incredible geographic advantage. They use unconventional tactics, what we call asymmetric warfare. And on the other side, you have the overwhelming conventional power of the US Navy and its allies, constantly patrolling, constantly watching.
You see, Iran has been practicing this swarm tactic for decades. They know that in these tight, confined waters, a massive, traditional military isn't as effective. A huge aircraft carrier is actually a huge target, and attacking it from every direction at once with small, cheap speedboats is a low-cost, high-impact way to fight.
All this constant mutual surveillance means a single mistake, a single miscalculation, like the tanker attacks we saw back in 2019, could instantly light the fuse on a global economic crisis. I mean, those attacks didn't even start a full-blown war, but they were enough to make oil prices spike all over the world.
But, this whole situation, it goes beyond the global markets and military strategy. This dependency has a really profound and often unseen cost for the people and the nature of Hormuz itself. Think about local fishermen like Ahmed. These guys have lived on these shores for generations. To them, the sea isn't some shipping route, it's their entire life. But these massive tankers, they drive the fish away, their waves are big enough to flip small boats, and the pollution, well, it's destroying a way of life that's centuries old.
And this isn't just some nostalgic memory. This is a stark economic reality. The fish catches are way down. Their nets often come up literally coated in oil. And what's happening? It's forcing an entire generation to just abandon their heritage and move to the cities to find work.
And beneath the surface, it gets even worse. The very foundation of the marine ecosystem is collapsing. The Persian Gulf is already one of the hottest and most polluted seas on Earth, and the constant traffic is just pushing it right to the brink. So, this brings us to the central paradox of it all, doesn't it? The very system that powers our civilization is, at the same time, threatening the natural foundation that we all depend on to survive.
So you might be asking, okay, why isn't there a plan B? Well, the hard reality is, despite all these massive risks, there is currently no viable, large-scale alternative to the Strait of Hormuz. We are basically locked into this dependency, at least for the foreseeable future.
And this quote just perfectly captures the core vulnerability we've built into our whole global system. We've created this unprecedented prosperity, but it all hinges on the non-stop flow through a channel that's narrower than a lot of cities. Here's the fundamental problem. The fisherman who's losing his livelihood, the scientist watching an entire ecosystem decline, and the ship captain delivering an essential lifeline. They're all right.
They have three different perspectives, they're all valid, and they're all in conflict with each other.
So, as the sun sets and those tankers continue their endless journey, you realize the Strait of Hormuz isn't just a choke point for oil. It's a choke point for our values. And it leaves all of us with a really unavoidable choice.